on now. Yeah.
Hit that like, subscribe button, and feel free to leave a comment below. All right. Let's get into it. First off, big shout out to the No Paperwork Podcast. I see you out here doing your thing, creating, building, and making moves. You are living proof that greatness starts from nothing but an idea. Some hustle, and maybe a little bit of coffee and late nights, This is what it's all about, people. Building something out of nothing. No blueprint, no handouts, just raw determination. That's what I respect about what they're doing because I've been there. I remember when I started out on YouTube, sitting at around 300 subscribers, unloading videos like I was talking to a room full of ghosts, And then, let me tell you about this. Somebody comments, says, bro, you should quit YouTube. You're wasting your time. Wasting my time? Me? Listen, I don't even waste leftovers, okay? And I'm not the one. Fast forward a year, and here I am, over 6,000 subscribers strong. Now, to that person who told me to quit, I appreciate your input, but I don't take advice from people whose dreams fit in the shoebox. Know what I mean? That's the thing about haters. The only reason they're throwing shade is because they're stuck. They can't figure out how to pull themselves out of the mud. So they try to drag you down with them. But guess what? I'm not stuck and never will be stuck. I'm a 4-wheel drive kind of person, baby. You know what I mean? I'll get myself out of the mud no matter what. You're not pulling me into your mess. Now, let me tell you something funny about family. You'd think family would be your biggest cheerleaders, right? Wrong. My own cousin, yes, my blood relative, who's got over 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, he probably bought. But he said to me, you'll never get 100,000 views. Oh, really? Never. Well, I've got a short with nearly 400,000 views that says otherwise. And let me tell you, that's more views than his hundreds of videos or shorts that he's ever put out till today. I mean, I didn't want to outshine him, but, sometimes you gotta let the results speak for themselves. And now, every time I see him, he's like, yeah, but it's just one short. One short, sir? That's 400,000 people who thought I was interesting enough to watch, That's not just one short. That's receipts, baby. Here's the lesson, folks. Don't let anyone, family, friends, strangers, dictate your program. People will try to discourage you, not because you can't do it, but because they can't see themselves doing it. They're projecting their fears on you. But guess what? That's their problem, not yours. When I see people like the No Paperwork Podcast creating something, I get hyped, you know what I mean? Because it's not about where you're from, how much money you start with, or how fancy your equipment is. It's about the grind, the consistency, and the belief in your vision. Now, let me get real for a second. I'm not one of those biased people who sticks, to my corner. Some folks are like, I only support my side, the north side, or the south side. Nah, I respect everybody who's putting in the work, no matter where they're from. You know, east, west, north, south. See, you can elevate without losing your morals or forgetting where you came from. Elevating doesn't mean betrayal. It means growth. It means learning to see the bigger picture and respecting the hustle on all sides of the map. So, to the No Paperwork podcast, keep doing your thing. Stay authentic. Stay hungry. And most importantly, stay respectful. Because when you build with respect, the foundation is unshakable. So, let me leave you with a little bit of thought. Elevating doesn't mean you have to change who you are. It just means you get better at being yourself. Don't let the noise distract you. Don't let the doubters stop you. And definitely don't let your cousin, who's low-key salty about your 400,000 views short, throw you off your game. All right? So, to the No Paperwork podcast and everyone else listening, keep grinding, man. Keep creating. Keep building something out of nothing, because that's how legends are made. You know what I'm saying? So, let me go ahead and talk about leveling up in life. And let's be honest. I mean, we could all use a little leveling up. Some of y'all have been stuck on level 2 for so long, you're practically the final, the final boss of procrastination. So, but don't worry, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to motivate, maybe poke a little, and help you see that health, mindset, soul, and career aren't just things to work on. They're things to thrive in. And we're going to figure it out right now on how to do it. Right? So let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit of knowledge. Let's start with health. Because if you're falling apart, ain't nothing else going to come together. Now, I know some of you are out here treating your body like it's a rent-a-car. Fast food wrappers on the dashboard, no oil changes, and pushing it way past, the mileage limit. Listen, leveling up your health doesn't mean you have to become one of those people who drinks kale smoothies and post about their 5 a.m. workouts like it's their religion. It just means making small changes. Like just maybe you stop eating like a broke college student. Ramen noodles and Hot Pockets are not a balanced diet. You're not bulking. You're just bloated. And don't get me started on exercise. Look, I know the gym can be intimidating. All those people lifting weights, you know what I mean? Like they're auditioning for the Avengers. But hear me out. You don't have to be a gym rat. You can be a gym hamster. Just keep on moving that wheel. And eventually, you'll feel the difference. You know what I mean? You'll start bulking instead of feeling bloated. Now, leveling up your mind. You know what I mean? You got to stop scrolling. Start growing. Now, let's talk about your mind. Some of y'all have been running on the same mental software since Windows XP. It's time for an upgrade. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. Social media. We all love it. but it's also the reason you've got the attention span of a goldfish. You're scrolling TikTok like it's your job. But when was the last time you read a book that wasn't in meme format? If you want to level up your mind, you've got to start feeding it something nutritious. And no, watching documentaries on Netflix doesn't count just because they're narrated by Morgan Freeman. Read something, learn something, pick up a skill. Shoot, YouTube University is free. And for the love of all things holy, stop arguing with strangers on the internet. You're not winning any debates in the comment section. And you're definitely not leveling up your brain power. Use that energy to solve actual problems in your life. You know? Now, let's talk about leveling up your soul. Don't be a spiritual couch potato. All right? Let's get soulful for a second. I know some of you hear soul and think, I don't have time for that hippie stuff. But listen, your soul is like your Wi-Fi signal. When it's weak, everything else slows down. Leveling up your soul doesn't mean you have to go sit in a mountain cave and meditate for 12 hours or sit there and pray. It just means you've got to check in with yourself. Ask yourself, am I happy? Am I fulfilled? Or am I just going through the motions like a Roomba stuck in a corner? You know, those vacuum cleaners that go, vacuum by themselves? They get stuck. They're just there. Can't move nowhere. Do the things that light you up inside. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe it's meditation. Or just sitting in your car blasting your favorite song and singing like no one's watching. And let's be honest, you sound terrible, but it feels amazing, doesn't it? And hey, be kind to people. I know that sounds simple, but some of y'all are out here acting like life is a competitive sport. Stop keeping score and start keeping the peace. And then there's leveling up your job or business. Stop clocking in and tuning out. All right? So finally, let's talk about leveling up in your career or business. Look, I get it. Work is hard. Some of you are so checked out at your job. I mean, you might as well clock in with a cardboard cutout of yourself, But listen, if you're not trying to level up, you're just leveling out. And flatlining isn't a good look. Dead. If you're working for someone else, think about this. Are you adding value or are you just showing up? Because showing up isn't enough. A scarecrow shows up, but it's not getting a promotion. And if you're running your own business, stop playing small. Some of y'all have $1 million ideas, but a dollar store mindset. Invest in yourself. Learn how to market. Build relationships. And for goodness sake, stop using Comic Sans on your business flyers. Success isn't about doing one big thing. It's about doing all the little things consistently. It's about showing up every day and saying, how can I do this better? Don't stay stuck. Keep elevating. At the end of the day, leveling up is about refusing to stay stuck. Whether it's your health, your mind, your soul, or your career. The key is to keep moving forward, upward, wherever you want to go. Just don't stay where you are. And look, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. Even if you're crawling forward, you're still ahead of where you were yesterday. So let's commit to leveling up. One step, one laugh, one ridiculous hot pocket at a time. You know what I'm saying? So let's go out there and level up, baby. Hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to keep that king mentality. Always dripping, never tripping. All I need is my money. And the hustle continues no matter what. Man.